Hi, I'm Agent Meade, and today I'll show you how to set up a drone obstacle course. First, before we get started, know that there are a number of rules and regulations around flying drones, so make sure that you check out the FAA guidelines in your area before you take flight. Also, operating a drone takes some serious skill, so make sure you practice in a safe space where you can afford to make a few mistakes while you progress through the learning process. And it's always smart to have a spotter, someone there to keep an eye on your flight and make sure things go smoothly. Again, there are specific regulations around all of this, so make sure you're well versed before you get started. All right, here's what you'll need: a drone and the included accessories, goggles that are compatible with your drone, and some random obstacles like flags or hoops. I'll be using a DJI FPV drone along with the DJI goggles version 2. Although you don't need it to actually fly, having a smartphone is helpful for things like setup and reviewing video. DJI also offers really useful flight simulators. For this FPV drone, it's called the DJI Virtual Flight and currently has to be run on an iOS device. They also have the DJI Flight Simulator that's compatible with some of their other drones and can be run on a compatible computer. I highly recommend using the simulator before you actually fly. It allows you to develop your skills in a virtual space using your drone controller. It has a number of benefits that I won't get into here, but definitely spend time in this program getting familiar. It'll pay off when it comes time to actually fly. All right, let's walk through some of the basics. FPV stands for First Person View, which means it'll feel like you're inside the cockpit flying the drone. It's a really exciting and immersive experience. Imagine soaring over trees or large bodies of water, or in my case, flying around the lab. Just as cool, right? All right, let me walk you through 4 key things to get started: throttle, pitch, roll, and yaw. The throttle controls the height of the drone, and on my controller is adjusted right here. The pitch controls the front and back tilt of the drone, allowing it to go forward and backward. Roll controls the side-to-side tilt, allowing it to go right and left. Yaw refers to the direction the drone is aiming. You'll use these terms a lot during the flight process to communicate with your spotter. Using the same consistent language will make the process smoother. And they're not just terms, they're also critical maneuvers to master. You need to get comfortable with each before you fly. All right, now it's time to fly. I don't recommend wearing the goggles for your first flight. This is called line of sight, or LOS flying. It means you're going to take it slow, keeping your eyes on the drone so you can get a feel for the controls, speed, and flight dynamics. Over time, it'll help build muscle memory, so your reactions will be faster when you are wearing the goggles. Start with the drone facing away from you and slowly take off. Get familiar with the throttle, pitch, roll, and yaw controls, calling them out by name as you go through them. Spend a lot of time doing LOS flights like this until you get comfortable. When you're ready, add some complexity by adding flags or hoops like these. These are great because they're flexible, so if you do happen to hit one, there's a lower chance that it'll damage your drone, and they're easy to see around, unlike a tree. Once you're comfortable, it's time to add the goggles. Since you'll now be taking on the pilot perspective, I prefer to sit down so I don't get disoriented. Now, even though this drone can fly backwards, I try to avoid that when wearing the goggles since the camera is facing forward and I can't see what's behind it. All right, start small, short, easy flights using the skills that you've built. Then, over time, gradually increase your boundary, continuing to use forgiving obstacles like these flags and hoops. Keep practicing until you're ready for new, challenging environments. And there you have it. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, give it a like. If you have questions, leave them in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more tech tips from Best Buy. Thanks for watching.